Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for the Yugioh Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, couple of matches left in the top 16, so let's get right into it. The next one here we have Madolche from 2020, so again one of the more recent decks in this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. Master Rule 5 by the way, as you saw from the power cards in the side deck. It's paired up against one of the couple like Master Rule 4 decks here in the tournament, and that's well yeah, good stuff links, plant links, however you want to pronounce it. So which deck has the advantage? It seems that most people, about 66, well it seems about, well, like 2/3, well yeah, 66% of the people like, see that Madolche should have the advantage over plant links. I see why, as we've seen multiple times before, because, well, like hand traps will of course be very important here in the matchup. Both decks having access to a huge amount of hand traps, and well yeah, okay, Maxis for example, in case of like the plant link deck, that definitely helps. But then again, Madolche, as I've mentioned before, has access to powerful multiple destruction cards like Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, Dark Ruler No More in some way, and like the latter, Dark Ruler No More is fantastic, especially if you can follow it up with like Tiramisu, right? The Tiramisu play. So plant links going first, good stuff link going first, and this is I guess the basic play the deck can make, and the field spell mid Breaker Field, I believe the name is, comes in super clutch. No Veilor, no Impermanence, and that definitely helps out of, I think, it lets me pump out, I think, the best field the deck can go for, and that's Boral Sword indeed. So basically, like the Ibli Boral Sword lock, put up the extra link, even though that's not that important against a Master Rule 5 deck like Madolche. Well, it could be. It prevents the Sith start, I guess, from hitting the board, and that, there are some combos where it's important to, trigger what's it called? The other rank 4 that's not Tiramisu. Glass Souffle, that was the name I was looking for. But this quote-unquote lock basically, should give me the victory, right? I mean, your opponent is not able to special summon unless link summon, and, well, this particular Madolche list, or Madolches in general, aren't really like main decking generic links other than, well, their link being a Sistart, so, and, you can't use ability for that. So game number 2, he lets me go first, and I was like, well, okay, well, that's a bummer. Harpy Spheraduster, Red Reboot, even though Reboot could be okay against Evenly Matched, when going first here this time around, but I get hand trapped. I believe, was it double hand trapped? I believe so, right? Yeah, I think so, yeah. That's a problem. No follow-up play, the Soul Charge isn't really going to do anything, and that I guess leads to the Madolche OTK. So Chocolate hits the field with, I believe, like full support, everything intact. Couple of special summons eventually, so like multiple Messenger Lato searches, Saloon or Salon for the extra normal summon for Magellan. It doesn't matter, eventually, yeah, Tiramisu hits the board as well, and this is more than enough to attack for a game. So double hand trap, definitely very strong, and that's something, like playing with plant links or good stuff link. The deck can play through like maybe 1-2 hand traps, but it needs, well, 1 hand trap is definitely not a problem, but 2, well, might be a lot, like, most decks. Again, mid-breaker field immediately at the start of my main phase 1, because again, I think I lost, so I wanted to go first, left everything in like the mid-breaker field and the Call by the Grave. That's the reason why Call by the Grave is at 1. So again, the standard opening combo of, Summon Sorceress and, yeah, Cherubini for the, Dandelion Mill, getting the free tokens, also all of the banned cards in today's format, like Dandelion, like Kloa Bulb, the Blackwing Tuner, and so on. I'm going to draw the Maxi because I'm going to get it back to my hand thanks to the Firewall Dragon eventually, right? So there is the Cerberus, so triple Co-Link and the Goblin has been activated, so I can use my extra normal summon for Ibli reborning like a Link monster that points, or has one of its markers pointing towards the Ibli. Drop the Dandelion, having the free open spots for the double Dandelion tokens, Link Rebo again, and yeah, it doesn't really make sense, I guess, for putting up the extra Link, because again I do have the Ibly lock plus, you know, the multiple callings and to draw like everything, right? But must be nice having Dark Ruler no more to shut down the Boral Sword, so I can't put the Ibly into defense position. You know, taking the damage here, and well, the evenly matched has been dropped. What can I do? Tiramisu, it's the port as well. Okay, Maxi gives me a couple of draws, but again, this deck is super heavily relying on its extra deck, and I believe I had like double fusion left because of instant fusion, and you know, yeah, okay, I do have one Blossom, which is going to stop one of the plays. I believe we know there is a Pudding Cessor in the hand, which obviously will get stopped by the Ash Blossom, but there is still a chocolate play, you know, like sending something back to the deck and go from there. Yeah, that's game. I don't want to waste any more time, right? So I'll let my opponent go first. Yeah, going second, I mean multiple hand traps, only one EDOpro though, and the EDOpro comes in really clutch. Very sweet here. Even though that play was definitely strong, you could go for like that lone class souffle play in the extra monster zone, but you know, that's like super vulnerable to a Ghost Ogre. Anyway. But then again, I believe like there's only one Ghost Ogre in the side deck here in case of good stuff Link. So getting some Nightmare shenanigans going, setting up the graveyard while at the same time picking away the resources in favor of, you know, yeah, in favor of Madolches, but immediately flash another Call by the Grave on the effect failure, and you know, one of my key plays beating the or you know, looking at Helgi Fibrex is going through for the Summon Sorcerer's play, and that's a Yugioh played again. Not wanting to waste any more time, I guess. That's cool. So yeah, again, the also important game number 5, and I go first, and I'm like, well, okay, I was kind of expecting this, and this is terrible. I mean, it's the same thing, right? I can go for my calling shenanigans, but the deck doesn't have access to Trigates. I mean, it wasn't running Trigate, I guess, or has like no way to, you know, negate those mass destruction cards which weren't really played or, you know, available back in 2018. But you know what I mean? Like Kaijus, whatever, getting off or getting rid of the opponent's calling. There is nothing like a Trigate or, you know, protecting me from Dark Rule no more, evenly matched, whatever. So I'm going for Boral, Sword, and pass on sitting on the Edge Blossom. I don't think there was a better play, especially after one of the hand traps. I believe it was a Blossom. And this is a decent play for Madolches, but again, Class Souffle lets the tech play during your opponent's turn, and you know, letting them trigger the ticket. I do go for the Maxi. Maybe I should have used Maxi before, you know, that would not have been able to, well, I don't think it matters. I mean, I'm getting one draw. Oh, well, no, the Ash Blossom. Okay, yeah, Ash Blossom says no. I'm just going to scoop it up here. I'm not going to win this because, again, two possible plays. There is a chocolate play, and I believe we knew, yeah, the Hood Cake indeed was put back to the hand thanks to the Madolche trap. So again, double play, follow-up play for a full Madolche combo, and again, I'm not able to prevent that with the only Boral sword. So that's a bummer, but it was a matchup, you know, it felt like this. Both decks having access to multiple hand traps, multiple amount of hand traps. Going first, going second was important depending on, you know, which cards you side decked in and out. Going first, going second. So some psychological aspect here was quite important. So the next matchup we have Zeus versus Pepe. Which deck is going to win this one? Feel free to leave your prediction. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.